Ava and Tom are strolling together, arm in arm through a parkland.
What a beautiful morning.
I love this time of the day, Eva. Listen to those birds singing. They sound like the chorus in Oliver's Who Will Buy?
And look at those two rabbits hopping around. And those. Blimey, there's hundreds. We could be walking through Watership Down, Tom.
Except you're the one with bright eyes.
Very quick, Tom.
And you like carrots and salad, Eva. Or should I say, Mrs. Peterson?
Mrs. Peterson. It's going to take some time to get used to that.
Well, you're going to have to start practicing. Or there may be some raised eyebrows on the honeymoon. Are you looking forward to it?
Am I? Yes. 2 weeks of sun and pina coladas. What's the island called?
Mahi, the largest island in the Seychelles.
Just not looking forward to the flight, especially if there's turbulence.
Well, if there is, just close your eyes and think of me holding your hand. I thought your dad's speech was nice yesterday. Pitched just right.
You're joking. It was so embarrassing. I was just bearing with it.
Embarrassing? Of course. The best ones always are. But he also said a lot of nice things about you too. I saw those tears in your eyes.
Well, Dad had more tears than me.
And I thought your dad would be happy at your wedding.
Very funny. Well, perhaps he wasn't happy with who I was marrying.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame him.
Nor would I.
Do you remember when we first met, Eva? And our first night together?
How could I forget? They both took place on the same day.
My life changed that day, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, up to then, I felt so lost, waiting to be found.
And you found me?
Absolutely. On that day, I found an angel, hiding in a sack full of coal.
Well, that's so nice, even if you do think I live in a coal shed.
You know what I mean. What were your first thoughts about me?
Well, my first thought was, shall I take this fella to the lost and found?
Very funny. Really, it's important to me.
Okay. I thought, under different circumstances, well, I could spend the rest of my life with this guy.
Well, little did we know then that we'd be walking arm in arm like this through the park after the wedding. So you'll pack for the honeymoon?
I think so. As long as I have my phone, a charger and my lippy, I'm pretty well sorted.
I bet you've got one bag full up with shoes and another rammed with makeup.
You know me too well, Tom.
I hope we made the right decision, Eva.
What do you mean?
Well, marriage, it's so final. There's no turning back. So many couples I know are simply papering over the cracks.
Tom, we discussed this and you said this would be the right decision for both of us. We agreed.
I know. Hey, did you see who caught the bouquet yesterday?
Yes, your sister. I thought it had to be someone who's never been married before, and certainly not someone who's already been married 3 times.
Well, all I can say is that she's obviously well experienced in bouquet catching.
I think she could... Hang on. Is that who I think it is?
She's coming this way.
Hi, guys. What a beautiful morning, hey?
Yeah. We were just saying the same thing.
Wasn't it a great day yesterday? Did you enjoy it?
Yes, it was lovely. Everyone seemed to have such a great time. Your mum certainly did.
Well, she was the mother of the bride. She should be able to enjoy her daughter's wedding. I think she's paying for it today, though. Did you see her at breakfast? Her face looked yellower than the scrambled eggs.
I've never seen your mum drink so much coffee, Kirsty. She wasn't banging on about her caffeine-free intake this morning, was she?
Well, I hope she sobers up quickly. She's meant to be taking us to Heathrow this evening. I don't want us to miss our honeymoon.
She'll be fine.
By the way, she enjoyed your speech, Tom. 1 minute she was laughing, the next minute she was crying.
Well, tears of happiness, I hope.
Of course. You know she's got a soft spot for you ever since she first met you.
That was a few years ago now, Kirsty.
Yes. Do you remember? I got off my head at that reunion party and you insisted that you walk me home even though you lived in the other direction and it was pissing down with rain.
Anyone would do the same.
Yeah, but it was when you got to my house and you asked my mum if she could help her sister get into bed. Sister? She's 20 years older than me. But we've both loved you ever since.
What time's the flight this afternoon?
5:15, but we have to get there at least 2 hours before.
Yeah, it takes that long to get through security these days.
And then we can relax, hit the duty frees and look forward to 2 weeks in the Seychelles.
Sounds great.
I really appreciated all your help yesterday, Eva.
It was nothing.
No, you were a rock. You had everything organised. I couldn't have done it without you.
Well, Tom did his bit too.
Yes, I know. To be honest, I was happy to leave all the wedding arrangements to the two of you. And you seem to really enjoy all those shopping trips together. I don't think I could spend all that time wedding shopping every week, especially with all my coursework.
It's no problem. We enjoyed it.
You know, it's great to have a partner you love and a friend you can trust.
It really wasn't a problem, Kirsty.
Yes, but there's not many people who would go all the way up to Leeds to check that a band is any good, especially when you have to stay overnight to do it.
Oh, it was a pleasure. So when are you going to open the presents, Kirsty?
Oh, there's plenty of time before we have to leave the airport. Anyway, I think most people have just given us cash towards the honeymoon.
And that will come in handy. Holidays in the Seychelles do not come cheap.
Well, at least we don't need to worry about our drinks money, all inclusive.
Ha! I hope they've shipped in enough tequila to keep you going for a fortnight.
Well, sorry to love you and leave you, but we can't hang around here all day listening to birds and watching rabbits fornicating. Some of us have a plane to catch.
First day of married life. I think it's going to take me a little while to get used to that after all these years.
Well, I think I'm starting to get used to it already. I have to say that it feels, well, right.
That's great. Right, if you two don't mind, I'm going to carry on up here. I want to take a photo of the hotel from the top of that hill. You two ought to get back to the hotel and make the most of this day. After all, it is the first day of married life, isn't it, Mrs. Patterson?
It sure is.